if you're new here, my name is Louise and I'm proud mum to 2 adult children, Blossom who doesn't live with us anymore, Corey who does. I do have 2 dogs, Chip and Dow, who are staring at me now. They will be running around and making little noises and maybe knocking the camera because that seems to be a thing they're doing at the moment to try and get my attention. So if any of those little things happen, you'll know what that's about. So my channel is a haul every Saturday without fail. I'm also getting a lot better at the moment and getting a few videos out during the week, some cooking, maybe a haul if I do an extra one, whatever it may be. If you enjoy that sort of thing and you enjoy today's haul, don't forget to subscribe down below. Give me a comment if you'd like to, that would be really nice, and a like if you enjoy. Don't forget to click the notification bell and then you'll be notified of the midweek ones, because sometimes it's only 1, sometimes 2, there's no set day, no set time, it's just whenever I can get things done. So our hauls every week are set on a budget of £60, slightly different this week. So let me explain what's going on. I'll try and do it to make sense. So we have a £60 budget. That's our food budget. It's also toiletries, but I don't really tend to buy toiletries and cleaning things so much because I did do really well last year and I got a lot of bargains, so I stocked up then. So you won't see those as often in my hauls until I start running out, and then I've got to do another one. Last week I noticed drastically how big the prices have got in Asda, and people have told me about Aldi, and there's been a lot of comments down below. I've had a lot of things popping up on Facebook and I've really been excited about trying Aldi. Now I did meet my daughter Blossom this week and we popped down and had a look. Didn't realise how small my Aldi is. It's silly small. So I probably couldn't get a lot of the products that maybe a bigger store would get. But it was just our first time. We'd just given it a go. Trying a few products that were cheaper that we would normally buy. And I wasn't going out of my way for other things, even though I did pick a few bits up. Because they do have a few things that we don't have in an Asda. So that's a good thing. I did set everything out. I've been doing this thing for an hour now, just to get to this point. I did set it all out, realised it's going to be way too long a video. So next week, midweek video of an Aldi haul, where I've bought things that you won't be seeing here clearly because I've already bought them in Aldi. It's part of our weekly shop type thing, if that makes sense. So I've got some products just to try. Anything that I would normally buy in my haul that I found there that looked equivalent and cheaper, I've given those a go as well. And I have worked out how much it would have cost me to get those products in Asda compared to Aldi, and I'm going to record it after this one because I got myself too confused. So I had to put everything away and start again, go back to the old Louise, our normal hauls, so I know what I'm doing. So that's coming up that'll be coming up during the week. I'm definitely going to record it this weekend, not sure when, because this is taking way longer than I thought it was going to. So right, Asda, couple of things I'm going to tell you, just because I know you don't know and it would make no difference. I could work it out on the receipt and just not tell you that I bought it, but that's not what I'm about. You know, I'm the average person like most of you that are on a budget, and if I'm buying extra things I'll let you know. So there is a body spray. Right, also need to tell you that Corey, who hates shopping desperately, messaged me to say he was going to bring the trolley down, which is great because I have a 4-wheel trolley. I don't drive or anything, so we do it all with the trolley. I thought he was just going to drop it off and come home, but he decided to come shopping with me. So there's a lot of things here that wouldn't normally be here because I wouldn't pay these prices. As a lot of people know, I would not do this. But he did say he was going to give me some extra money for these things. So he did get a body spray that he needed anyway. That was just an off-the-cuff type thing. I didn't know that that was something we was going to be shopping for. Right, so we bought him a body spray for £3.25, which isn't going to be here because he's actually gone to work and he's taken it with him. Also, he wanted a plastic bottle to take to work because, as you know, if you've seen my hauls before, he has energy drinks. He'll take an energy drink to work, and he said that the water at work is terrible, so he's literally been surviving an entire shift on just one energy drink, no more liquids. So he really wanted to take a bottle to work so he can have water. So we paid £5 for the bottle because it was quite a large one as well. He's also clearly taken that one with him. I think that's it. I think everything else is here. So we spent in Asda today £53.26 in total, so we was under budget for our £60 budget. That's not including the Aldi, but because I've never tried the Aldi. I was expecting to pay a little bit more. So in total, I think we probably spent close to like 70 quid. So it's £10 over our budget technically. I'm making this really confusing and complicated, aren't I? That's the way my brain works with money. It's very, I have a very strict set of rules in my head, and technically we're £10 over budget, but we have been under budget for weeks and weeks and weeks, so we're still within our financial thing. If that makes sense. Okay, now I'm going to stop talking about that because I'm going on too much. So I hope you've got everything. If you are new here, yes, this is where my hauls go. Actually, this is where my videos go. I do talk a lot. I ramble. I don't mind rambling. A lot of people don't mind hearing my ramble as well. So I'm going to carry on doing it. And now we're going to get on with the haul, and I'll explain why I bought what I bought. Managed to find some spinach. Quite excited about it. Now it is very, very wet, so I'm going to have to get some tissue in there before it all starts going nasty. I do like to get some spinach. It really does help with my fibro. I can definitely tell the difference when I've had it and when I haven't. I hadn't had spinach for a long time. I'm also thinking of doing some meal prep, but I'll talk about that. Maybe I'll do a video of that. So there's a few things for meal prep. So I'm just, yeah, really excited that I've got some spinach. Picked up some tomatoes again. Now, normally I would get the plum tomatoes. Now they're £1. For the same weight, so there's 325 grams in this, and this is 80p, and they look fine. They're absolutely fine. So for 20p difference, I'll just go with this one. Thinking some wraps. I'm going to freeze some wraps for during the week, but again, I'll try to record it if it happens, because sometimes I plan things and they don't quite happen the way I plan them to. Now mushrooms was for something. Oh, I know. Corey wanted a steak, which is up here, and I'll explain that in a minute. And I was thinking, like, traditionally, you know, if you go into a restaurant, you'd have steak and mushrooms, tomatoes. Turns out he doesn't want any of that. So I'm going to find another use for my tomatoes. I'm sure I will, because I'm into a lot of veggie foods and I've been Googling a lot of stuff. So mushrooms will not go to waste, I'm sure. But if you've got a good idea for this, please let me know down below. And these are 50p. So that was actually pretty good for that size tub. I'm sure the last time I bought mushrooms, which was a while ago, they were a bit more than that, I think. The cucumber is 45p. That's pretty much stayed the same standard price. I am going to take some seeds out. I was supposed to do it with the last one, but I forgot to do it. And I'm going to try and grow some cucumbers as well, because I get through a lot of this type things. And we've got the spinach on the go and the tomatoes, so let's try some cucumber as well. Now I did pay a little bit more for the potatoes this week, because I was thinking baked potatoes. And also, if I knew Corey would normally prefer chips, but I don't know, we had a weird conversation. I think it was just too early for him. He doesn't know what he wants now. So I'd got larger ones to make homemade chips. That's the reason I paid a bit more. This was £1.25. You can get, it's a 2.5 kilogram bag. You can get the same thing, but just like different size. They're a lot smaller potatoes for 99p. So I did pay a little bit more for that, but there was a reason for that one. The milk is still £1.29, and it's the 4-pint semi-skimmed. We always get one of them. It's pretty standard now. I think I was running out of brown sauce, but I actually couldn't remember. I don't know if I've got a backup one, so I just picked up one whilst I was there. It's 56p now. Last time I picked one up was, it feels like it was quite a while ago, and it was 45, so 11p increase on that. But now this is weird. I've not said this for a long time. It's gone down. Tuna has gone down. Something I've bought that has gone down in price. It was like the standard price, wasn't a reduced price or anything like that. So these are normally 59p a tin, these tuna chunks. They're now 55p a tin, so that's really, really good. And I've eaten quite a lot of tuna this week because we haven't been getting through our tuna and it's built up. This is the basic smart price one, but it is really, really good. You don't get a lot of flakes and bones or anything like that. In fact, I haven't found bones once in any tin that I've had. So I would highly recommend the smart price tuna. I just got a spaghetti loops. I didn't really need it, but I just like to pick them up. It gets the stocks going, doesn't it? Because I still haven't got ready to do a proper stock with the Aldi shop. I wanted to suss things out before I actually do a proper stock and go through my cupboards. Maybe I can show you what's in my cupboards. There's a lot of, what's the word? Crap. It's not crap. You know, like bits and bobs and odds and ends, and I've got a lot of that type things that I could probably make some really pretty good meals, but I do need to do a decent stock up. So that'd be an interesting one. Maybe I'd show you all my cupboards. That'd be a bit embarrassing as well, wouldn't it? Picked up some black beans. I was thinking for the wrap. I was thinking more like Mexican type fillings for frozen, because I'm going to freeze them, and if you make a wrap and freeze it, you can literally be eating it within minutes. It's so easy to defrost it and heat it, and that, honestly, like super quick. These are 60p a can. Needed some baking powder because, yeah, I've been doing a little bit more baking. I may not do any more for a while, who knows. I don't pre-plan these things too far ahead because I'm not good at sticking to things. The one I've been using is actually a Dr. Udka. I think I said that right, maybe not. And it's £1.35. Now I must have bought that just because they didn't have an Asda one in there, because I can't see me doing it otherwise, because when I looked at this, 65p. What a difference. So that was quite exciting as well. As you will notice as I go around my shop, everything I say is for Corey is going to be way more expensive than I would ever pay. Again, this, I would never pay this price for this, but Corey's always wanting just a, oh, it's not going to focus very well, just a spice to go on his steak where he doesn't really have to make things up too much. He's not good at like Googling things and mixing different spices and things like that. Oh, it looks better like that, doesn't it? This was way more than I would pay. I've just got the receipt out because it's not something I buy often, so I don't know. £1.65. Oh my god. £1.65 for that. It will sit there. He does randomly like steaks, and you know, that'll be his thing to use, I guess. Hopefully he'll like it. Now the steak, I cannot believe. We had a look. This was the best option. He had a very specific idea of what he wanted, and this, I guess, covered it. £6.30. I would not in a million years pay £6.30, but you know, he worked hard and he's offered to pay for it. I mean, I probably won't take the money because, you know, we didn't go massively over budget. It's, you know, it's one of them things, and I don't have anything else to say to that. Again, this is another thing that Corey got. I tend to try not buy bacon too often if he's not around, unless he specifically asks for it. I don't, just because it makes such a mess. I know that sounds really bad. It makes a mess, and my fibro, I get this thing with smells, and he cooks at night because even though he's on a day shift, he still is a night owl, and it just, the smell and the mess and makes me feel a bit icky. So I wouldn't normally buy this, but it was £1.69, which isn't too bad. I feel like that's a few pennies off as well. I think it was like £1.75, so I think this one's gone down a little bit as well. The cheese is still the same price. This is £3.65 for 825 grams. I swear by this one. It's just really good cheese. And I had to pick up another one of these butters. Now, I did look whilst I was in Aldi, and the butter prices were the same. So, you know, I don't know if they are different in different people's stores, because maybe like if you're in different areas of the country, maybe the prices of things are different. But I did specifically look at the butter, and in Aldi, my Aldi, it's exactly the same price as the Asda one, so I wouldn't do a trip to go there for the butter. This is actually £3.25 for 500 gram. Now the reason I buy the 500 gram now instead of the 250 is because the 250 is £1.75. So I'm saving 25p just by getting this, and I'll just cut it in half and use half a week. Now this is something that I've wanted to try for the longest time, and because I've been Googling like the wraps, and I've been doing like typing in veggie or vegan, tofu comes up quite a lot. So I'm going to try to use it. I think I've always steered away from it because I feel like it's going to be a hard thing to cook. I don't really know. It wasn't a deal for £1.50, which I believe is pretty good for a tofu. It's quite a big packet. It's a 396 gram. I have nothing to compare this to, so this is just going to be a trial and error type thing. Maybe I'll buy it again, maybe not. And I got my absolute favourite. Now, I love the fajita smoky barbecue. They did do it in an Asda Zone make, but I haven't seen it for the longest time, so I just had to bite the bullet and buy the full price one. This was 95p. I know it would have been like about 60 something p if they had the Asda Zone, but they've only got like the hot and spicy ones, and I didn't want that. I just really love this one. Now the two Dr. Peppers, again, that's for Corey, £1.70 each, or 2 for £3. Bought bread, which I did break into when I got back from work today because I had a tuna sandwich and it was very nice. 70p, just a standard white loaf of bread. You can get this in Tesco's. I always mention it just in case you're a Tesco shopper. They do this one in a Tesco's one, 65p, so you'll be saving 5p on it. same colour wrapping, everything, but it just tastes better. So if I was in Tesco, I'd pick that above an Asda one. Now I was looking at the wraps. I looked at the normal ones and they're about £1.70. Sorry, they're 170 calories for one. This is only 109. There wasn't much size difference, and this is like a really nice texture as well. And it was 90p. Picked up biscuits just to sit in the cupboard. They're 45p. Custard creams, just can't go wrong if you want that sweet treat. It's there. Corey picked up the beef lasagna. This one is £1. I did look at some fake Quorn steaks actually, because I was going to do Quorn, like a steak meal for Corey and me. But it was £3 for two little tiny things. And I know this is £3. It has been for a little while now. And it's a big chunk of it. I absolutely love this Quorn roast. A lot of people say it's dry or tasteless and they marinate it, and I don't. I just put it in the packet and roast it. I think it's lovely, and I can cut some slices so I can have it with as a steak meal, even though it's not steak, I know that, but I can also cut it up into chunks for the wraps. I just thought that I would be getting more for my money, and I really enjoy these anyway. Corey wanted sausages. He's tried the cheaper versions. He just doesn't like them. He never has. Even if I've tried to trick him with the sausages, he doesn't like the cheap ones. This was £2.25. Corey always gets the chicken dippers, and I always mention this. So this is actually £4 for a 1275 kilogram pack. Now I did pay attention this time because Corey was looking at all the different ones they do. They do a number of packs like this, black with the red on it, and they're slightly different. Like some are chicken chunks and some are in breadcrumbs instead. But the size of the pack is a 600 gram and it's £3.25. So for 75p more, you're getting double plus some. So I would recommend this packet. But if you are going to go and get them, just make sure you're getting the right. That's how I know. I just look at the kilograms on it. I don't look at anything else now. And then you're getting more for your money. Picked up the toilet roll. That's a dog going in the Aldi bag. Toilet roll again. Just a cheap, cheerful toilet roll. I don't believe in spending loads of money on it. It's not something that, you know, this works. It does the job. It's absolutely fine. There is nothing wrong with this toilet roll. £1.90 for 6, but there's actually 12 rolls. Like, so each roll is double, and they really are. You can tell the difference. And I'm just picking one up every week just to get my stocks up. We've got a couple in stock, but I just want to keep going for a while. And oh, this wasn't on the list of things to buy, but you know that I'm into planting things. Things are going well at the moment. I should probably do an update actually, because things have gone quite well. And I was thinking that, you know, if it works really well this year and I get a lot of food, then it's something I'm going to carry on with. So these are the seed trays, and they've both got propagators as well. It's unusual. You usually just get one propagator with a few bottoms to it, but you got one of each, and this was reduced to 50p. That's actually a really, really good price. I'm feeling like I should have got more now. I may have to go back and have another look. So that is our Asda shop this week. 53.26. So that was this week's haul. Like I said, I've got a couple of ideas for meal prep. I want to do maybe some salads and the burritos. I'm not going to go nuts and do this huge, like, I'm going on a diet and all that, because that's not happening. I'm just going to try and do some food prep, because I notice that when I come in from work, I'm exhausted, I'm tired, like, I just want to have something to eat and sit, like, get off my feet, because I don't get off my feet from leaving the house to getting back. And it really hurts. By the time I'm coming back, I'm in pain. So I'm literally just going through the cupboard, picking up whatever rubbish food that I can just make that's quick. And I would eat a salad if it was just there. It's just too much faffing about when I get back. So I have seen some, like, you can actually pre-prepare salads. And I know I've had burritos and I've really enjoyed them last time, so I was thinking of doing some of those. So I can do a meal prep thing if I do it this weekend. Like I said, I plan things and then something will happen, or I'll have a bad day and I can't do it. So hopefully there'll be a meal prep coming. You will be getting the Aldi shop during the week. I hope you enjoyed today's haul and come back and watch my Aldi one. Don't forget to subscribe if you have forgotten to do that and you wanted to. Click that notification bell, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.